What's happening? What's up? This your boy, your host, Arthur Chill Fetty, Fire Knowledge Decoded. Check the books out on Amazon. What we talking about today here, man, is basically, trying to uproot, depending on the government. Now, y'all may say, that you need the government. Okay, you may need the government as a stepping stone, but don't make it permanent. You see, I learned a long time ago, because I grew up in poverty, in the projects, and understanding the elevation that my parents instilled in themselves to gain a higher learning, to understand how to do for self. From working at restaurants, I saw my mother work hard, my dad do construction. And we moved from the projects and we moved to, other parts of projects. Then one day, all of a sudden, man, boom, here I am, a little boy, and we got a house. Man, you talking about the joy I felt, the happiness that I saw in my parents' marriage. And even though we struggled when I was little, it let me know a lot now. And because we started out on government, we started out getting the big blocks of cheese, the powder milk, so I know what the struggle like, you feel me? Because I'm from the streets. And to cut to the chase, through my experiences, dealing with relationships, to being in the system, over time, through my studies and learning and checking out other pastors, teachers, preachers, philosophers, I think it was like in the 1960s, man, that's when welfare came into place. And I think what it done, from an overall perspective, it took the man out the household. And then the feminism kicked in. And a more independent and dependent woman became alone. And independent of the man, but dependent on the government. So let me address that. I know a lot of people may not like this video or whatever. They're gonna say the baby daddy's sorry and the dudes do this and all of that. But what I'm getting down to is the facts. And the fact of the matter is, once you remove the man from the household, the structure becomes weakened, because now you gotta wait every 2 weeks or every first of the month, and then now you're depending on the government. And now, if the rent man or the landlord comes by, the man that you do have there, he have to hide all this stuff, put it in the closet, under the bed, run out the back door, all kinds of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now the little kids see that type of stuff and be like, man, what's going on? You feel me? And now the man mad because he always got to run out the house. So now that push him out of the structure. And now the woman depending on the government, and it's just all in a jumble, you know? And then they say, well, in order for you to get money instead of food stamps, you got to put this guy here on child support. So now here it is, the man faced with all of these obstacles. He can't come to the house to see his kids, or if they his kids, but he can't come to the house to see the kids because every time he come, you got the security, the landlord, the rent man, the rent woman knocking on the door, and the man got to run away, so he don't feel secure at the spot, no way. And then he got to try to figure out a way now to pay child support. So now you got a brother that's been kicked out his house. He walk around angry, and if he a convicted felon, he just really mad. So I learned from my fathers, because my stepdad is married to my mother for over 40 some years, and I have my biological father. He stays in South Florida, retired Vietnam veteran. Both of my fathers from Vietnam. They served time over there. You know, they did their duty, came back home. And I'm gonna boil it all down to a point, because this take place, and it has a ripple effect from generation to generation throughout our community. And so now the brother angry, and he want to be around brothers that's in his similitude. So he go hang around with other brothers that's angry. So they feel like the only love they can get is amongst themselves. So they may form gangs, or they may start selling drugs. You know, I'm just speaking in general terms to give you a clearer message, because the root of it is, it all starts with our women. And a lot of people don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I said it. Stop depending on the government. Learn how to do for self. Okay, if you dealing with the government, use that as a stepping stone. Start saving, investing in yourself, investing in your education, invest in a course to build your wealth for you and your kids, or just for you, and to share it with a godly man that come from a good structure, that's trying to have structure, stability, and balance. See, I ain't gonna play with you today. I'm gonna give it to you real, because see, to be honest, the philosophy that the government has put and indoctrinated the minds of some of our women, because we got a lot of great, beautiful sisters that's conscious. But everyone has their time, and they always say, well, when it's that time, that's when I'm gonna do it. But before you know it, time waits for no one. You got to look at yourself right now. Ask yourself, what do you own? What do you got? What type of assets do you got? They getting ready to probably go to war next week over there in Russia and Ukraine. The stock market is in shambles right now. You still got the pandemic partially going on. What is you gonna do for you to get out of your situation and understand it takes a village to raise a child? That's what I'm talking about, structure. It's God, man, woman, and all the rules and principles in between. It tells you that in the biblical text. That's why I listen to Stephen Darby Ministries. God bless the dead, great pastor, legend. And the thing is, you have to realize that you got to decode what's really going on in this world. Let me see, hold on, let me see something. Yeah, so I got these notifications popping up. But you got to really decode what's going on with you, your household, and you cannot let the enemy creep in. Girl, you don't need that nigga. You got a check coming every month. You got food stamps coming every month. All you need is a little job. Work 2-3 months. At the end of the year, file taxes. Get you about 10, 15 bands. And you on. So you gonna plan on living your life, the rest of your life like that. You gonna be 60 years old, still in the projects, still living under the government, without investing in you, without trying to break some generational curse that's been passed down through family, through family, through family, through family, through family. What you gonna do, man? You hear me? They said, well, what you doing? Man, listen. I know what I done in my past. And I'm not stuck in it though. That's the whole key. Sometimes you got to wake up. December 31st, 2019, I went to jail. Possession of controlled substance. And I thought about it, I was like, man, I'm 45. Here I am, still in the streets. I got skills, I got talent, I done wrote books. But I ain't living for nothing but the world. And God said, when you gonna live for yourself? And it dawned on me that once I get my house in order, everything will start becoming more clear. So, make a long story short, I've been back on the right path for a while now. No drugs, ain't in the streets, I wrote another book, I made more songs. Because what I realized is that at the end of the day, a person gonna do what they wanna do. That's why Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. You hear me? Because if you want to go down with them, that's who you're going down with. You hear me? See, I ain't got to wait every first of the month for a check. I got multiple flows of income now. I write books. I do music. You hear me? I'm a creator. Digital creator. Facebook. YouTube. Instagram. TikTok. These are tools. If you really understand the value of the phone in your hand and you use it to the best of your ability, not to try to be like somebody, but to show the world you got a gift too. Don't be dependent on the government. Depend on you. You got to make this happen. Get back to structure. Get back to structure. Get back to balance. Get back to humbleness. It's all in you, in the mind. And my people may not really taught it to me like that. But what I observed, I done put it to work now. And the thing is, seeds take time. So you got to keep watering your seed, watering your dream, watering your goal. Work your way towards it. Come up out of that dependency on child support or waiting on the government. Start doing for you. And you got dudes out there on food stamps and waiting on the government too. You hear me? It works both ways. My whole message is to get your house in order. And that starts with the mind. That's how you start building. That's how you know that it's only one you in this whole universe. You could be the other you, which is a dual effect of you, but that's that negative you. You want to find yourself always falling deeper and deeper in the hole and unconscious, or you want to wake up and arise to the challenges and the disciplines that life has to offer, that it's going to give you the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to go through trials and tribulations. I'm just feeling a little enlightened to tell y'all today that we gotta come out of a numb state of mind. They gonna keep playing tricks with social media. People gonna keep taking trips. I ain't saying nothing wrong with taking trips, because you always got to learn, seek, and gain knowledge if that's what you're going for. They're gonna have the highest fashions on, they're gonna have the hottest thing going on to make their life look like it's pizzazz, magical. You know what I'm saying? Some live like that, but most of them cover up pain. I done covered up pain. You feel me? All last month, December. Man, I was hurt. Man, my mom was in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Caught COVID, hurt her hip, things like that. But that just goes to show what you're made of. You got to keep pushing through the trial. It's always light at the end of the tunnel. My main thing is stop being dependent on something that's going to be temporary. Child support expires when the kid is 18. And if he get insurance in the 529 plan, half of that's gone. So my thing is, you limit yourself in your own creative capabilities when you're dependent on an outside source. I'm gonna give it to you real, because see, a lot of people don't understand that. That's why we have a lot of men like us in prison, in jails, in gangs, getting killed. Because it started with the house first. But if the woman depending on the government and the man got to keep running out the door, and he ain't got no to start building his own, some do it good, some don't. But hey, the thing is, let that go. That's the whole key of believing, having faith in you. You can only take you so far. But with the right connections, meeting the right people, you can even go farther. Build a team of diverse but like-minded people. Hang around diverse but like-minded people with a common goal, common purpose, and a common passion to get shit done. That's why I like where I work at right now, because we go in there, we got a mission, we got so many packages, and we know what we got to do at the end of the day. And that's on my part-time job at FedEx. But the reason I like FedEx too at the same time, that's why I say it's important to invest in yourself and the knowledge that you acquire. Because see, now I work at FedEx, so okay, I'm on Webull or Robinhood or the stock market. I see the hottest packages that come through FedEx. And these companies, I see them on the stock market all the time. So I can check the stock market and look at these companies' shares and see what they cost a share, if they doing good or if they doing bad. And I can kind of like say, okay, I'm gonna pick a couple of these stocks, grab a few shares and put in my portfolio, and we gonna see what they do for about a good year. You know, so my thing is, and that was a jewel I gave you too. And my thing is though, take it one step at a time, but just realize it's bigger than just where you at. You came here on the earth to be fruitful and multiply. Don't let them provide your fruit. You hear me? You a creator. Psalm 82 verse 6. Say, ye are God's children of the Most High. The power within you. I ain't got much, but I know by the work I'm putting in, at the end of my journey, it's gonna be legend. It's gonna be a legacy because of the simple fact I done built enough content and still creating content to leave a blueprint for my kids and their kids, and they can add on. And that's the whole key. Don't let the government minimize your growth. You gonna stay there? Wake up. That's all I'm saying. Just wake up. Grow. It don't happen overnight. It's a process. But just grow. Invest in yourself. And keep pushing. Fire knowledge to color. You heard me? Kings and queens, stay up for sure.